Hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sara Peternell, and I'm the owner of Family Nutrition Services in Denver, Colorado. Today I'm answering the important question, if I have Hashimoto's, should I be taking probiotics? Why, yes, you should. Thanks for asking. So, if you've been following my videos for a while, like avoiding gluten and helping to heal a leaky gut, and you've been working on some of your digestive health, as a means to improving your total immune system health as well as your endocrine system health, you know that we really need to kind of go to the root issue with autoimmunity, which is in the gut. And so certainly taking a probiotic is one of those kind of, I call it like a bookend digestive supplement that really helps to support the digestive tract. There are some other digestive supplements, which I'll cover at another time, but probiotics in particular, specifically certain strains, which I'll go over in just a moment, are very beneficial for helping to balance beneficial and dysbiotic or unbalanced kind of negative bacteria overgrowth in your body. When we have the right balance in our gut, bacterial balance is working for us rather than against us, it can really help to support a healthy immune system. So I get questions about probiotics. I think that there's some confusion out there. We know that there are certainly probiotic rich foods, and those are great also. My favorite probiotic rich food is actually kombucha. I love it. It's totally my beverage of choice. And I've brewed my own. I've purchased it from the grocery store. We've also had it on tap. My husband converted an entire beer kegerator to a kombucha kegerator in our backyard, which is lovely for me and for the kids who also like it. But kombucha and its beneficial bacteria is kind of only one piece of the puzzle. Now, there are other probiotic-rich foods such as sauerkraut and yogurt and fermented veggies, kimchi, even tempeh and some other fermented foods and beverages like kefir, where you can get the beneficial bacteria cultures, but we don't always know specifically what strains are in probiotic-rich foods, and we also don't always know the quantity of the colony-forming units or the transient units of bacteria in those. So what I want to talk about, in addition to just including some of the probiotic-rich foods in your diet, if you have Hashimoto's, I also want to talk about a specific strain of bacteria, which is called Saccharomyces boulardii. I like to just kind of call it SAC-B. Basically, this is sort of more of a beneficial yeast than a bacteria, and it actually helps the body to clear out pathogenic bacteria in a different way. Rather than colonizing the gut, what it does is increase the amount of secretory IgA that is present in the digestive tract. A lot of people with Hashimoto's, a lot of people with autoimmune disease, and a lot of people with celiac disease, hi, me, we tend to have low secretory IgA. So a great way to build the secretory IgA, which is a really powerful kind of first line body's natural defense against infections and opportunistic bacteria, is to definitely increase your intake of a probiotic that contains Saccharomyces boulardii. So Saccharomyces boulardii is one of those, again, beneficial yeasts that can help the body to remedy, resist, and also fight off infections, including even some parasites, and H. pylori, if you're familiar with that, which is an infection that is often found in those who have ulcers. And also H. pylori is commonly found in a lot of people with Hashimoto's. So this is actually my number one suggestion for probiotics, is to find yourself a good probiotic supplement, either at your health food store in the refrigerated section or through your healthcare practitioner who can help to suggest the right formula and right combination of Saccharomyces with some other strains to help benefit you. I have my favorite strain formula, and that is called Ultra Flora Spectrum by Metagenics. I've been taking it for many years. It's one of the first things I recommend to my clients who have autoimmune illness, and especially those with Hashimoto's. So see if you can check that out. You can also look in my pinned comments at the bottom of this, and I'll give you a way where you can find a link to that product on the Metagenics website. So the question also comes up, well, listen, if I'm going to start taking probiotics, is there a special time of day when I should focus on taking that. And I usually say bedtime, because when you're sleeping, your body is in rest and digest mode. You're not eating, you're not exercising, you're not working, you're not running around, you're not peeing and pooping, so all you're doing is resting. That gives your body a really opportune time to put in these beneficial strains of bacteria to help heal your digestive system and to really start to boost that natural immunity through the secretory IgA. You can definitely take probiotics if you are taking a levothyroxine or synthetic thyroid replacement hormone. Also, if you're taking a natural desiccated, compounded thyroid hormone. There are no contraindications with thyroid medication, but with any medication that you're taking for your thyroid, you always want to wait a minimum of 30, but preferably 60 minutes from when you take your medication until your first bite of food, your first sip of coffee, your first supplements for the day. Give your body plenty of time to digest and absorb the medication so that it works properly with you, okay? And then another great question that kind of comes along with this whole probiotic thing is, how do I actually know if they're working? Well, the first thing, I think, especially with a good probiotic formula like Ultraflora Spectrum that contains Saccharomyces boulardii, is that you may just notice in some changes and improvements in your daily bowel habits, which nobody really likes to talk about poop, but we all do it. If you notice that maybe you're more regular, maybe the consistency is better, maybe you have sort of less straining or difficulty or less urgency, just a nice change and improvement in your bowel habits is one way to know that it is working for you. Another is that over time, with taking something like Saccharomyces boulardii, you may just notice that you feel a little more fortified. You feel a little less likely to get kind of every little bug that comes your way. And you might start to notice that your immune system is actually really working harder for you and doing what it should be doing rather than getting all wonky and crazy and doing things that it shouldn't be doing, like attacking your thyroid. There isn't really a specific way to know if a probiotic is truly working for you, except for that sometimes when you stop taking it and things go back to the way they were, you're like, oh, maybe that probiotic was really working for me after all. So you can always do a 30 or 60-day trial of a probiotic that contains Saccharomyces boulardii, see if it feels good for your body, then give it a little bit of a break, and then report back with yourself and see what you think. So I hope this video is very helpful for you today with information about probiotics if you have Hashimoto's. And before I go, I want to make a little announcement for those of you who've been following me for a while. And if you're new here too, welcome. I have a lot of other resources, lots of other videos for you to check out, but a really exciting program will be launching in the next really soon time, hopefully in the next month or so. It's a program I've been working really hard on. It's called Nourished and Renewed with Hashimoto's. And this is a self-paced, completely resourceful, every single thing that you could ever possibly need to know from my own personal experience having Hashimoto's and also from all of my experience in working with clients over the years. I've put everything together in a basically perfect little course for you. So it's the accumulation of my best practices and my personal experience in 20 years of working in clinical practice. So please join my waiting list. You can find that sign up here at the bottom of this video. And again, check out some of these other videos I have: avoiding gluten, avoiding dairy, what to do about coffee, alcohol, etc. I've got all those videos and more waiting here for you. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking these videos, and thank you for sharing them with people who can be helped with this information. I will be back, and I will see you soon. Bye.